The 13 representatives of the Galactic Consortium stared at the holographic display with expressions ranging from disbelief to outright mirth. The human ambassador, Dr. Elena Reynolds, stood stoically as their laughter echoed across the chamber. "Is this truly the extent of Earth's defensive capabilities?" asked High Chancellor Zix Vaughn, his crystalline appendages glittering under the council lights. 6 capital ships and 47 support vessels to defend your entire solar system. Reynolds maintained her diplomatic smile. "We consider it adequate for our current needs." Adequate? The Meerschaum delegate's fur rippled with amusement. The Tygon Empire fields 10,000 warships. They've annexed 12 systems in the past solar cycle alone. And now they approach your borders, added the Dawn representative, 6 eyes blinking in sequence. "We invited humanity to this consortium as a gesture of inclusivity, but we cannot divert resources to protect a species unwilling to defend itself." Reynolds nodded, gathering her notes. "We understand. Thank you for your consideration." As she exited the Grand Chamber, the consortium members had already moved on to the next agenda item. Earth was, after all, a minor concern in galactic politics. Fleet Admiral Hiroshi Yamamoto watched the transmission from the consortium replay for the 5th time. His weathered face remained impassive, but his eyes gleamed with quiet satisfaction. "Arrogant bastards, aren't they?" remarked Vice Admiral Kwesi Okafor, leaning against the viewport of Yamamoto's office aboard the orbital station Vigilant Dawn. "They are," Yamamoto agreed, shutting off the display. "And predictable." Ambassador Reynolds played her part perfectly. Below them, Earth hung like a blue jewel in space, appearing peaceful, vulnerable, primitive. The 6 visible defense platforms, obsolete Defender-class vessels, maintained their highly visible orbits, broadcasting their positions on frequencies the consortium could easily monitor. Yamamoto pressed his palm against the biometric scanner on his desk. "Authorization, Yamamoto, Fleet Admiral, Code Thermopylae Actual." The office lights dimmed as a classified holographic display materialized between the 2 officers, showing the solar system in meticulous detail. But unlike public star charts, this one revealed what humanity had carefully concealed from galactic civilization. Hidden in the shadow of Jupiter's 63 moons, a fleet of 300 stealth destroyers. Concealed within Saturn's rings, 60 carrier vessels housing thousands of fighter craft. Camouflaged against the Keeper Belt, massive dreadnoughts with weaponry that would make even the Tygon Empire pause. And throughout the system, thousands of automated defense platforms with quantum-entangled communication systems immune to conventional jamming. "Operation Sleeping Giant is ready, sir," Okafor said. "The Tygon Advance Fleet will enter the system in approximately 72 hours, expecting minimal resistance." Yamamoto nodded, studying the classified display. "Humanity learned a harsh lesson when we fought amongst ourselves for centuries. When we finally looked to the stars, we understood the universe isn't fair or kind. So we smiled, played the primitive newcomers, and built in secret. The consortium's intelligence suggests we've barely mastered fusion propulsion," Okafor added with a small smile. "They don't suspect our quantum displacement drives or dark energy weapons. And the Tygon will never report back to correct this misconception," Yamamoto said grimly. "Deploy the fleet. Activate all defense systems. Let's show them what humanity has been hiding." 3 days later, High Chancellor Zix Vaughn burst into an emergency session of the consortium, his crystalline form pulsating with agitation. "The Tygon invasion fleet has been destroyed," he announced to gasps and murmurs. "All 117 vessels." "Impossible," the Martian delegate growled. "By whom?" The door to the chamber slid open, and Ambassador Reynolds entered, her diplomatic smile replaced by a look of steely determination. "By us," she stated simply, activating a holographic display showing the remnants of the Tygon Armada. You judged humanity by what we allowed you to see. A deliberate miscalculation on your part. The display shifted to show thousands of advanced human warships emerging from hiding places throughout the solar system, a fleet so vast and technologically sophisticated that several consortium members rose from their seats in alarm. Humanity doesn't advertise its strength, Reynolds continued. On Earth, the most dangerous predators rarely do. Consider this a formal notification. The Tygon Empire violated sovereign human space. They encountered the consequences. She paused, looking each representative in the eye before continuing. Now, shall we discuss humanity's actual position within this consortium? I believe we have some terms to renegotiate. The chamber remained silent, the galaxy's most powerful civilizations suddenly reassessing everything they thought they knew about the deceptively simple species from Earth.